Your dreams, your goals, your vision, it wasn't given to you by accident. I believe we receive visions, we receive a dream. It may be a desire because we're supposed to experience that thing while we are here on earth. Hey, overcomers, I'm Dara Marie. I'm your favorite mindset teacher, and this is Be an Overcomer, where you are inspired and empowered to walk by faith and use the gift of imagination to create the life you desire. So, today's message is don't hesitate, go after your dream now. And this message is Neville Goddard inspired. We know Neville Goddard said, although a thing may be false, if persisted in, it will harden into fact. See, what we don't realize is that our thoughts create how we experience life around us. Okay, this is why the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. This is why it says, call those things that be not as though they are. It also says, you shall say to the mountain, or you shall decree a thing, and it shall be established. It's based off of the words and the thoughts that you're thinking on a continual basis. That's what's going to be expressed in your reality. Okay, so I want to read to you, and I know I've read this before. This is like one of my favorite quotes by Neville Goddard. And he talks about having a controlled imagination, because in this world, a lot of times there are so many things that are vying for our attention. Whether it's the media, it could be news, it could be social media, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be different conversations that you are engaging in, okay? Or things that may appear to be a problem. But when you realize that if you could think from your desired state, think as if you have that thing now, things that appear to be a problem, it will disappear. Situations that you may be facing right now, eventually, if you persist in your desired state, and it's here, it's in your mind, it's not an outward thing, okay? If you persist in the thing that you desire, that thing has to manifest, okay? So I want to read to you by Neville Goddard this quote. And basically he says here, the great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the object to be accomplished. When you understand the redemptive function of imagination, you hold in your hands the key to the solution of all your problems. I want to read that again. When you understand the redemptive function of imagination, you hold in your hands the key to the solution of all your problems. Every phase of your life is made by the exercise of your imagination. Determined imagination alone is the means of your progress, of the fulfilling of your dreams. It is the beginning and ending of all creating. You are limited only by your uncontrolled imagination, and lack of attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. I want to read that last section again. You are limited only by your uncontrolled imagination and lack of attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. So basically, what is holding your attention? Where is your attention right now? Are you focused on your dreams, your goals, your vision? Are you focused on the best outcome for your life? Or are you focused on what's going to happen next? The worst is about to happen. The shoe is going to drop. Like, I always mess up that saying because it's just like, what? It's like, you don't realize your words, okay, create death and life. The Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue, meaning your words. You can literally create things in your life. You can literally speak blessings and you can speak curses. Go back to the book of Deuteronomy, okay? Choose ye this day. You need to choose. Like every day we have a choice whether we are going to walk by faith or we're going to walk by the programming of this world, which a lot of times is fear. I just have to tell you. A lot of times it's fear-based. It's to keep you in a low vibrational state because everything here starts in the mind. If you look in the outside world, things that are like material, it was first in the mind of someone. Okay, a lot of inventions, it started in the mind of someone before it manifested and was created and, in this, made into this physical realm. So it's the same thing with your life. You have the choice daily whether you are going to push forward in faith and move towards your dreams, your goals, your vision without hesitation. You got to walk by faith. Okay, this is a faith walk. You cannot look at what's happening in the outside world. This is why I tell you, it's like you have to have blinders. Just like when a horse is entering a race, often they put blinders on the horse so that the horse can just focus on its destination. It's the same thing with us. We need to focus on our destination. We have to run our race. The Bible says, forgetting those things which are behind and pressing towards the mark. Sometimes, yes, it's a press. It's not like just like a walk in the park. Sometimes it may seem like it's challenging. It may seem like it's frustrating. But I'm telling you, if you will persist in your vision, in your dream, in your goal, the thing that you desire, the thing that you know God has given you, because it won't leave your mind. And I truly believe like our dreams and our goals, it was given to us by God. And I also want to read to you another quote by Neville Goddard. And this is from his book, Manifesting Miracles. And he wrote here, when you have a desire, the deeper you, whom men call God, is speaking. He urges you through the language of desire to accept that which is not that which is to be. Desire is simply his communion with you, telling you that your desire is yours now. Your acceptance of this fact is proved by your complete adjustment to it as though it were true. Okay? So basically, Neville Goddard says you must like act as if, you must assume it is now. You have to walk about life like, I don't care what the situation is, the circumstance, you have to say everything is working in my good. Right? Doesn't the word say that? The Bible says all things are working together for my good, right? All things are working together for your good, for those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So if you will operate and live life from that standpoint, that things are working in your favor, even when it looks like it's not. Even when outside circumstances and situations and people, because listen, I get it. We're still in this world. But the Bible also says we are in this world, but we're not of this world. Meaning our mindset, our focus, our thinking has to come like from a higher level, a higher dimension. But if you're constantly just bombarded and so like absorbed with this world, this is why I tell you, you have to learn how to become an observer, but do not absorb everything. Like I see a lot. Lord knows I see a lot. I observe a lot. I pick up on energy. I pick up on so much. But I try at best not to absorb it because I know there are certain things that I desire for my life. I know I have a vision. I know I have certain dreams, certain goals. And in order to see those things come to pass, I cannot get absorbed. I can't absorb everything around me, okay? You have to be very selective. You have to be very selective as a conscious creator, as a person of faith. You cannot be a sponge and absorb everything, okay? So I pray this blessed you. I pray it encouraged you. Remember, do not hesitate. Move towards your dreams, okay? And as Neville Goddard said, although a thing may be false, if persisted in, it will harden into fact. Our job is to stand in faith and keep believing and keep being persistent, okay? So if you like this message, please subscribe. If you haven't already, please comment. My books are in the description box. Yes, there's coaching, and also there's a channel membership. I thank you all for taking time out of your day. I love you. Always be an overcomer.